know, I think white ladies, you know, they like poison you and shit for years. So I think that's probably what she did, and then she buried them in the backyard. Hey, what it be? It's your boy Dre OG. Welcome back to the OG family. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Subscribe to my channel if you rocking with the vibes and the content. Make sure y'all got y'all notifications on always so y'all can see these videos as soon as they drop. You know what I'm saying? But look, man, we got these 8 most disturbing things discovered in people's basements. I can imagine what's down there, bro. Some of the most scary scenes from movies, like It. One of the most scary scenes in that whole fucking movie situation. Losing my words, ain't I? Yeah. High school education failing me once again. But yeah, man, it happened in the basement, man, when he smashed a little dude in the water and shit. And terrified me as a kid seeing that scene right there. But look, man, let's get into this video. Let me know the most scary scene in the movie, in the basement scene, in the comments down below. And these videos are made for entertainment and educational purposes. Let's get it. Oh shit, let's get it.
His first discovery happened to multiple students of Ohio State University
Why is his
back in
voice all
September of
deep?
2013. The group of students only recently started leasing an off-campus house close to the school, and it was in this house where they would make a disturbing find in the basement. Only a month after moving in, the students would start to notice small yet strange occurrences in the house. Things like cupboards, their oven, and even their microwave being left open. The house was 3 stories, with 5 students on the first floor and 10 others on the second and third. So obviously it was difficult to keep track of everyone. But when they realized none of them were responsible, they decided to search the house, more specifically the basement. What they found was a locked door, which they had originally assumed was a utility closet that the landlord wanted to be kept locked. Though at no point in time was this confirmed, and after calling the landlord about it, they were informed this wasn't the case. The door should not have been locked for any reason.
You know something going on with that ugly ass paint on the wall.
Check it out. And after breaking down the door, a room that was clearly being lived in was revealed. The room had framed photos and school textbooks scattered around. The students would change all the locks that night and leave a note for whoever was living in the room saying to call them. The man would actually end up calling the number and later be removed from the household. It turns out the guy was a cousin to one of the house's previous residents, which is how he got a key in the first place. One of the students even recalled running into the man in the basement at one point earlier in the month and asking who he was, but only to be met with a very vague answer. Ultimately, the students would blame the leasing company of the home for the incident.
That's crazy.
As they were responsible for failing to change the locks from the year before.
Imagine having somebody living with you, this nigga acting like he's supposed to be there, like he bruh man or something. Like, bro, it ain't supposed to be like that, you feel me? That's how you catch the fade, bro. Like, this nigga probably sneaking in your crib, eating all your snacks and stuff, bro, and then like, he acting like he's supposed to be here, man. Like, look, that's a messed up situation right there. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me.
In June of 2020, a man named Christopher Town would make a life-threatening discovery while helping his friend move furniture in his basement. Unknown to both of them at the time was the fact that the house itself was built over a well. And so at one point, when Christopher was making his way across the room, the floorboards just underneath him would snap, which caused him to fall the 25-foot drop to the bottom. Fortunately, there was water at the bottom to break his fall, though this meant Christopher would have to use the rocks on the wall to hold his head above the water while he waited for the local fire department to arrive. And to make things worse, the water itself was at an extremely low temperature. Though, after only a few minutes, the fire department was able to successfully get Christopher out using a hauling system.
That's probably doo-doo and everything in there.
Other than almost getting hypothermia, Christopher would make it out unhurt.
I've been peeved. I've been so fucking mad, bro.
A small house in Lake Grove, New York, which was the same house he had grown up in. Mike was 57 at the time, and only a few months prior had purchased the house. Though, while he was in the basement, Mike would make a disturbing discovery. He would find a full set of human bones buried under some dirt. But what makes this find so disturbing is the fact that the bones match the DNA of his father. When Mike was only 8 months old, his father was said to have gone missing, and throughout his childhood, he would question his mother about this. But each time he was given a different story. So, of course, this made Mike want to find out for himself what had really happened to his father, which is what gave him motivation to buy his childhood house in the first place. The newly found bones would obviously cause blame for the disappearance to be shifted onto his mother, though she had unfortunately passed away 20 years prior. so there's no way of confirming if she was responsible or not, and therefore what really happened will forever be unknown.
You know what? Look, man, we gotta talk about that shit. Look. She did that shit. You know, kind of how we look like the OJ situation. We like, you know, he did that shit, right? She did that. It's certain things that we just know, bro. It probably can't be proven at no time, but he was in the backyard, and how y'all think she did it? You know, I think white ladies, you know, they like poison you and shit for years. So I think that's probably what she did, and then she buried him in the backyard. How y'all? Hey, let me know how y'all think she did in the comments down below.
In January of 2016, an appliance repairman was responding to a call from house owner Charles Price. Though, while the repairman was working in the basement, he would claim to have noticed something moving in a covered container in a back corner. Curious, the repairman would lift off the cover and be met by a 200-pound alligator.
Oh wow,
But
yeah.
before running, the repairman would capture multiple pictures for proof to show the police. It turns out the house owner had the alligator for more than 20 years and was supposedly using it to help him with the house's mouse infestation. He would
What?
illegally keep the creature in a cage in his basement and claimed to occasionally take him out into his backyard. Shortly after the repairman made the report, the alligator was confiscated by local animal control.
That's
They were released
wild.
into a better environment.
Some people just ain't right.
Posted to Reddit by an account under the name Daily Dish. In the post, the Redditor explains how a few years ago they shared a house with some friends, and in the first few months of living in the house, they hadn't spent much time in the basement. The basement was half finished, with the other half being a sort of dirt crawl space that extended under the porch of the house.
Yeah, it's terrible.
They went on to explain how one night they decided to explore it more thoroughly, and after grabbing a flashlight, they discovered a black canvas duffel bag in the very back of the dirt crawl space. Disturbingly, in the duffel bag were 2 black ski masks, a hunting knife, and a single black leather glove. The Redditor went on to explain how they decided to call the non-emergency police number and report the discovery, though the police weren't interested, and therefore the house owners decided to set fire to everything but the hunting knife. Whether that bag had any relation to any sort of criminal activity is still unknown to this day.
They also
This
did
next
some
discovery
shit too.
comes from a guy who moved into a studio apartment in England. The guy claimed to have moved into the apartment without even viewing the place, and on arrival he would discover something pretty disturbing.
So here's the apartment I moved into last week. It's pretty small, pretty nice. Rent was pretty cheap, so I moved in without even viewing the place. And then when I got here, I realized why the rent was so cheap.
The guy then goes on to give a tour of the apartment, and after a while, this sort of trapdoor on the floor can be seen.
Got a bathroom, pretty standard. And then we look down here.
Oh,
What's
get the
this?
fuck out of here.
That's definitely a handle. So I figured, you know, a bit of underfloor storage. So let's lift this up.
Holy sh...
That looks like it goes down pretty deep.
Featured directly under this guy's apartment is some sort of dungeon-looking basement.
Walking in the stair.
And he gonna go in there.
Coming down. We can see a corridor going off straight to the
My legs wouldn't allow me to even go forward.
graffiti on the wall. And here, this place is strange. There's like a
Strange.
seat or bed.
Compared to the rest of the apartment, the area itself is pretty big, featuring many large rooms and corridors. What exactly this area was used for is unclear. Way back in 2002, a homeowner in Jefferson County, Wisconsin found out that the foundation of her house was deteriorating. And so in November, she would apply for a loan to repair the foundation. But around 2 weeks later, while away at work, she would get a call from the workers hired to do the repair, explaining how they came across a gruesome discovery. They explained that as they started to remove the soil from the foundation wall in her basement, they had unearthed the full skeletal remains of a body. The skeleton was determined to be that of a 50-year-old male. Most disturbingly though, is the fact that after further inspection, it was determined that the house had been built right on top of an ancient burial ground. It's estimated to be up to 170 years old. Experts believe that in all likelihood hundreds more skeletons are within close proximity to the one found. This discovery would ultimately put a stop to the house's renovation altogether.
It put a stop to everything. What you talking about? No. We just not gonna glance across that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they really be out here. And like I told you, I grew up in a neighborhood that was built on like an Indian graveyard. And the neighborhoods, you know, the street names were, you know, Indian names like Running Deer, you know, Tall Tree, you know, and it was like that. And people had paranormal activity all in, everybody pretty much in their house, man, everybody inherited a ghost. I'm telling you, it was crazy. Play with them graveyards.
In January of 2010, Wally and Linda DeForest would move into their new home in Goshen, Indiana. Though only a week after moving in, the couple would discover a live torpedo in their basement.
What?
They obviously weren't aware of beforehand. Both of them noted how old the thing looked, but still obviously active. There had been no drill holes to indicate it had been disarmed. The couple would end up calling the police, who would send out a bomb squad to extract the torpedo from the property's basement. And luckily they were able to remove it.
This is not normal right there.
But considering the squad did confirm the explosive was still active upon arrival, the whole situation just makes you think how much worse things could have really gone.
Yeah, that's crazy to me. You know, like, you find a live torpedo in your basement. Wow. You can't make this shit up. Look, man, I wasn't expecting that one right there. Look, I don't know what you'd rather have, you know, skeletal remains in your basement or a damn torpedo. Which one? It's gonna blow your life up anyway. You feel me? Because I'm moving out this motherfucking house, or I'm gonna throw a grenade in it, bro. If you have my house on top of a goddamn burial ground, and they said it's hundreds or more all around there. Nah, bro, we can't do that. Y'all gotta run me my money back though, or something. You feel me? But yeah, let me know which one you'd rather have. I ain't playing with neither, but I'll see y'all in the next video. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this. Make sure y'all got y'all notifications on so y'all can get these videos. I got a couple more spots for the group chat. Sign up for the Patreon. That's how you get in. You know, you get direct access to me, and also these people are, you know, going to my birthday celebration. It's pretty lit. You know, we lit over here, man. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video, man. Like I always say, spread love because there's too much hate in this world. Love you guys. See you in the next video. And I'm out though. Wow.